Every time you swipe away on TikTok, the app gets a better and better picture of who you are, where you live, and what you care about. Today, Congress held a hearing on Capitol Hill to find out what's being done to keep all that information from falling into the wrong hands.
National security experts are sounding the alarm, warning that the Chinese communist government could require TikTok to compromise device security, maliciously access American user data, promote pro-communist propaganda, and undermine American interests.
Let's start digging into it by looking at what information TikTok is actually collecting. You might think, so what? I'm just scrolling, looking at funny videos of dogs. But check this out. According to TikTok's own website, they're collecting your biometric data, including your face prints, your voice. TikTok also collects data about what websites you visit outside of the app and your location, which is a military concern, according to the congressman who represents the Fort Bragg area.
As Fort Bragg's congressman, I have serious concerns about the opportunities TikTok gives the Chinese Communist Party to access the non-public sensitive data of our men and women in uniform. This personal data and location information can be harvested and could be used for blackmail, to conduct espionage, and to possibly even reveal troop movements.
Also keep in mind that every time you click on something, TikTok is building a profile of what makes you tick, recording what you like, what you don't, and what concerns you. Cybersecurity experts say that can be used by foreign governments to create propaganda targeting you.
So what TikTok could do is it could start to understand behaviors, attitudes, likelihood to vote in a particular direction based on what it sees en masse in a region, and then it could be used to push a particular viewpoint.
Also, security experts have a concern about the app recording and watching what kids are doing on their phone now, who they might be direct messaging, and what they're saying to each other in private.
China plays the long game, and the kids, teenagers today in 10 years are going to be adults. They're going to be in universities. They're going to be working in major corporations around the country, around the world, and to collect intelligence now to potentially use long-term down the road.
A CBS News poll found 56% of social media users think TikTok's ties to China are a national security risk, and 61% of people are in favor of the U.S. government banning TikTok. To try to change those opinions, TikTok is doing something called Project Texas. It's a $1.5 billion project to move American data to servers located in Austin, Texas at the company Oracle. Here's how TikTok's CEO summed up the plan.
Building what amounts to a firewall that seals off protected U.S. user data from unauthorized foreign access. The bottom line is this: American data stored on American soil by an American company, overseen by American personnel.
But lawmakers weren't buying it, saying they were still concerned about TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, which is based in China, where there is a law requiring Chinese companies to, quote, support, assist, and cooperate with national intelligence efforts.
To the American people watching today, hear this: TikTok is a weapon by the Chinese Communist Party to spy on you, manipulate what you see, and exploit for future generations.
There's a bill being considered right now that could result in the ban of TikTok, but it has to go through a whole lot of steps before it becomes reality. Casey Decker verifies why the whole process could take months or even years.
Our sources: Senate Bill 686, Senator Mark Warner, the White House, the Department of Commerce, and the Department of Justice. The bill is called the Restrict Act, and it doesn't explicitly ban TikTok, but it makes such a ban possible. It instructs the Secretary of Commerce to investigate any information technology or communications companies that are owned or could be influenced by foreign adversaries to see if they pose a national security threat. Then it gives the Secretary broad authority to mitigate any dangerous transactions. So we can verify, yes, a bill currently in Congress could result in a ban on TikTok. But there are a lot of steps to get there. First, it has to pass the Senate and the House and be signed into law by the President. Then the Secretary of Commerce would have to choose to investigate TikTok specifically, find that it poses a threat, decide the best course of action would be a ban, and successfully defend that ban against legal challenges. As for how a ban would be implemented, we don't know for sure, but one option could be making it illegal for any American company to do business with TikTok. That would force Apple, Google, and others to remove it from their app stores.
President Joe Biden supports the ban, saying if TikTok's parent company in China won't sell the app, it should be banned in the U.S. At the same time, Biden is facing fire for appearing in TikToks of celebs like this one. A reporter asked the president's National Security Council about this. He said, "We have not changed our national security concerns about the app." Today, North Carolina Senator Thom Tillis called on all members of Congress to stop using TikTok, writing, "It's beyond reckless for members of Congress to still be encouraging their constituents to use TikTok, despite knowing the Chinese Communist Party is mining all their personal info." Not everyone is for a ban on TikTok. A group of TikTok creators gathered outside the Capitol today. CBS News learned some of them had their trip to D.C. paid for by TikTok.
If the app were shut down, it would be detrimental, of course, for me and my business, right? Because it's at the core of our branding strategy.
Across America, 150 million people use TikTok. Many post every single day. The app is often used by small businesses, teachers who want to teach folks, and people who are just trying to inspire others. Dana Backus shows you how one man says the app is helping him make a real positive difference in the world.
A 7-day fast.
At 34 years old,
At the end of it, we knew we should form.
Oliver James is tackling something he has managed to hide for most of his adult life.
What's up? I can't read.
He is functionally illiterate.
Once I started to realize that the way I'm living my life is harder than most people are living, then I realized I was like, okay, this needs to change.
Inside his white van, Oliver is using TikTok to document his literacy journey.
I wouldn't read in public, and I avoided anything that had to do with reading.
The personal trainer and aspiring motivational speakers post have gone viral. Now more than 100,000 people follow him, listening to his every syllable.
If only the grown-ups weren't, I think it's weren't.
As he stumbles but is determined to finish each page.
What has been the biggest challenge in learning how to read?
The biggest challenge is actually doing it. So, I'm not good at it. For me to get up every day and to just do this, that's been the challenge.
Oliver says it was a lack of a reading foundation from school to home that left him unable to read.
It's a little bit of everyone. If you don't have reading in your household, you're not going to really kind of apply it to your life. You need to have it in your foundation.
His goal this year is to read 100 books. Oliver says he's already reaping the benefits.
I gained something from it. I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a little smarter. Oh my gosh, I know what to do today. Oh my goodness, I know where to go. I know the direction.
And he's hoping to turn a page for his newborn son by giving him the reading foundation he never had. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Good for him. TikTok is already banned on federal government devices, including military devices, and a growing number of states are banning it on state government devices, including right here in North Carolina. We'll have to give it more time to see how the federal government responds to other concerns about TikTok.